Starting BF1's the video. And it's thinking about it, and I think I'm on. There we are. Excellent. The Vadermeister lives. Real Ultimate Geeks, real Ultimate reviews, real Ultimate setups, real Ultimate Battlefield. Started about 5 in the morning and then did my video setup, so it's creeping up here on 6 a.m. And it's finally downloaded the Battlefield 1 open beta. So let me show you what I'm rocking and how I'm going to set this thing up. So this is first time startup for you. Battlefield games, generally speaking, all have kind of the same key bindings. I have a custom one that I like to do. It fits my mouse, it fits my keyboard, it fits my way of life. The PC is an i7-5820 DDR4, 16 gigs of DDR4. I have an Asus X99 Deluxe motherboard. Video card. Get ready. Hold on to your butt. Asus 2GB NVIDIA 770. I think it's overclocked, but this is a I bought the card 2.5 years ago. And here it is playing Battlefield 1, and it's fine. You don't need a fucking 1080. So this is it. And oh, the capturing is not grabbing what it is. I've seen a black screen. I'll tab out here. I might have to change the grab. I wonder if I can do it on the fly. Let's see if it works here. There we go. All right. The interface, as you can tell, has completely changed from Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3, Battlefield Hardline. I'm looking for options, setups. Welcome to beta. Try Battlefield. This whole interface is. I didn't like when they switched everything over in Battlefield 3 to Battlelog. And I've been alpha testing Battlefield games since Battlefield 3. I've been playing since 1942, but I really got into it in Vietnam. So let's look at the options. Let's see what we can see. Controls, gameplay, audio, video, key bindings, controls. Might be kicking this up. In fact, I'm probably going to kick this up to about 35. Vehicles, it's a touchy one. I'll go about 40 on that. Raw mouse input, if I remember correctly, when you do raw mouse input, it's your mouse going directly to the game. If you have any software that gets in between you moving that mouse to the time the game receives the signals, it'll take that away. I don't even know, do they make vibrating mice anymore? Invert vertical look. Okay, so this is going to start getting weird. Invert vehicle flight. So, if I'm flying and I do this, I look up, the nose of my plane should go up. Should. As for people who use controllers, I used to do that. I used to mouse and keyboard. This is what I did in Vietnam. I jump into like a chopper. Well, I have a Microsoft force feedback 2 joystick that I have sitting here. I'd jump into a chopper. I'd switch from the keyboard and mouse over to the joystick until one day I was gunning for someone and asked them, man, you're really good and tight with this thing. What kind of joystick are you using? He said, I don't. I use a mouse and keyboard. I've never touched a joystick in this game again. Yeah, don't care about any of this. Don't care about any of this. Okay, now, if we're playing hardcore mode, which this is the beta, so we're not going to have hardcore mode, probably. We can... Again, this is like cheating. Usually I play with this off. Usually this is pretty much gone. I do like the chat log. Inventory. Show player inventory when active or show hide always. So we're playing pussy mode here. So that's going to be available. I'm going to show my awards. Sure. Share usage data. Yeah, I don't care. Yep. All sorts of crap that doesn't show up in hardcore mode. Hope the game sound isn't blowing all this out. I think it might be. Alright. Rotate with view, I like that. Flight zoom radius. I haven't seen that one before. We'll leave it as default. Change from there. Advanced. Soldier sprint. Hold or click or hold or click. I used to be a hold guy. I then discovered, well, clicking and then just letting it run is way the hell easier. Also, I use a Rat 7. Love these mice. It has 3 buttons on the side. The one that I have assigned to sprint would break that button. So once they came out with the click, I was like, this is better. I'll do this. Double tap forward to sprint. That's another one. Absolutely awesome. Love it. Weapon zoom. Hold. I do that. Steady scope. Depending on what key I have bound. Not something I really use that often. But I'll make that a click. If it gets bound to my usual key. Auto leaning. Auto leaning actually is pretty cool. So I do like that. Plane chase camera roll. I will leave it on. Oh, let's get to the good stuff. Come on. Alright. Master volume 100%. Dynamic range Logitech Pro G headset. War tapes. There you go. Use fucking war tapes. Output surround. VoIP is on. Game announcer voice on. My team speaks my language. I don't really care. Heh. Because I have my headset plugged in, I've got... Let me see how I have this set up. Let's see if I can show you guys. Okay. Can I move this over? There we go. Okay. So playback. As far as... So I have headphones set plugged in. I have my headphones set as default comm device. So you would see it over here. It says set as default communication device. When it's set as a default communication device, you will know because there'll be a picture of... It's a telephone handset. Telephones used to look like that. They're not square little things you hold in your pocket. They were like these... Well, they looked like that. Then my surround system through my TV is set as my default device. Has a little check. Also, when you get into these things, you can go into your properties, you can go into your levels. I got everything cranked. Same thing with this. Properties, levels. Now this is lower. Interesting. Wonder why I did that. I probably did that because I was gaming on it. And I'll do that. Sometimes I'll switch over and game through my headphones. Set my headphones as my default device. I don't want it blowing out my ears. Back here, general, we hit OK. And recording device. It works. Hit OK. That's something important to set up. Because this game uses voice and it goes through your communication device. That's where you're going to see everything. I'll put surround VoIP on now. Master volume 100, that's for everything. VoIP volume, I'll leave it at 50%. I might be turning it down, who knows. Whenever somebody speaks, it will mute or dim the other sounds of the game, although they are going through my external speakers. It's still nice to have it happen through your headphones. Announcer voice female, ooh la la, definitely keeping that, hey hey hey. Anyway, back. So that's audio, video, it's always fun. Generally speaking, I set these at default for the most part. NVIDIA does have a graphic optimization thing inside of the NVIDIA experience that I normally run. Literally just started the game, so I'm going to set it as default. Just kind of want to see what everything's going to look like. I got field of view. That might be a little too... have those blinders on. I don't know yet. We'll see. Screen, blah, blah, blah. 1080. Always do that. Motion blur. Hold on a second. Yeah, he can go right the fuck away. Depth of field. I'll leave that on. Depending on how your monitor and TV or whatever it is you're setting up, sometimes you have to adjust this. I used to have to on an old TV. I'm going to, it's got everything. Now, why in the hell does it have anti-aliasing? I don't want anti-aliasing. And we got a crash? No. Oh, graphic settings. So low, medium, high, ultra, custom. Here we go. There is no goddamn reason for anti-aliasing with how high these fucking resolutions are these days. Turn that shit off. Ambient, ooh, no, there's HBAO and HS or SSAO. I forget what HP offers. Didn't say offers the highest quality and the most expensive. Yeah, maybe. Now, I don't know. I'm playing multiplayer. Lag fucking kills. I can play everything at ultra. Look at me, I'm cool. You're gonna fucking lag. High should be good enough. Maybe even kick some stuff down to medium. again, like I said, I usually let NVIDIA choose this. I'm just doing it because of this anti-aliasing bullshit. Once we started running resolutions this stupid high, there's no jaggies. Do you remember the day when you were playing at 800 by 600? And all the edges were all jaggy and you wanted to smooth them out? That's where anti-aliasing came from. Don't fucking need it anymore. This is the fun part. This is the important one. So, heads up. I have my own specific way of doing things. So I'll make my changes and I'll show you why and explain why I do these. So we all WASD game. If you don't WASD game, get out of here, you're a freak. But normally, so if you look right next to the W key, if you're on WASD, there's Q. Well, your ring finger on your left hand kicks right up to that. So that makes it great for spotting. Toggle chat. Chat I always just leave on. Sometimes I get all crazy and accidentally hit H and turn it off. I love chat. Keep it on. VoIP. Communication is important. Left Alt. Well, let's look at the keyboard. Well, if I'm sitting here WASD and I want to talk, I have to take probably, maybe my thumb I can move over from the spacebar to there. For me, it's just easier. F. It's right next to D. Unless you're moving right. Oh my gosh, I'm moving right and I can't talk. I've been doing this for years. I've never had a problem with that. Vehicle seats and shit, that's good. On foot. Again, WASD. Jump space. Parachute deployed. Did they have parachutes in World War I? I think they did. I read a book called, oh crap, I can't remember the name of it. Something like The Art of Killing or A Kinder Art of Killing. It's pretty damn good. Okay, sprint. Now, I use left shift. Well, it says left shift. Now remember, we set sprint earlier in... It was either hold or click. So it's sprint hold. Well, we don't need, but okay. That's interesting they would have that. Bind anyway, yeah, okay. Left control. Remember how I said I have a RAT 7? It has 3 buttons on the side. The middle button, you can program your mouse to associate buttons with buttons on the keyboard. So my middle left mouse button. So look at the mouse. There's 3 buttons on the left. The middle one, there's like a steady scope button on the very front. Then there's 2 buttons that are very similar to and next to each other. The first one of those, that's the middle one there. I've bound that to my left control button on my keyboard. Because when I crouch, I'm a hold croucher. I like to hold it. Okay. I make that my left shift. Crouch toggle, I don't use. Hold escape to clear the binding. Boom, it's gone. Here comes a... I'm always bouncing around here. Steady scope. I don't know if I'll keep that. Again, 3 buttons on the left side of the mouse. The very first one, it's a red dot button for steadying the scope, the sniper button. That's what I'm using here. I don't know if I'll continue to use it. I might prone. Always Z. Crouch, toggle, prone, hold. Just confuses the hell out of me. I can hit. Okay. Crouch, toggle. Again. Alright. Left mouse button, right mouse button, reload, interact, select primary, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we get into here. Melee attack. So we assigned F for VoIP. So we have to assign something else for melee. Do you melee a lot? I talk more than I melee. I use Charlie. Throw grenade down. That's why I fucking hate it when they do this shit. I'll keep it at G. Cycle fire mode at Victor. Again, mouse button. The 3 buttons on the left side of the mouse. The rear button. I have that programmed to Victor. So I can use my thumb in my right hand to hit that. Toggle primary, toggle weapon light. Weapon lights. Huh. So, cycle fire mode. We'll have to see if they keep it the same as they did in the other battlefields. I had it set up where I would hit Victor, go from full auto to semi-auto to single shot. I would also have that set to if I'm in a tank, unlike Battlefield 4, and I'm going from firing regular to switching over to a missile, or if I'm in the gunner spot and I'm going from machine gun switching over to SOFLAM, I have it set to Victor, which gives concern here. Toggle primary weapon. Well, then cycle fire mode, but toggle primary weapon. So I'm going to leave that for now. And toggle gadget 1, gadget 2. Why don't we just scroll through these? Chase camera. So that's Charlie. Again, I usually play hardcore, so a chase camera is something I'm not accustomed to using. So I'm going to actually clear that binding. Change, let's see here, enter exit vehicle, that's normal. Change seat and vehicle. You have the F keys, so I don't know why there's an option there for that. So map, full map. The scroll button on my mouse, a lot of them you can click it. I've reassigned that to the M key. So in the middle of a fight, again, playing hardcore mode, you don't have a map. You don't have a mini map. You have to, if you want to see where you're at, you click that motherfucker, brings up a map real quick so you can get a rough idea what's going on, and then close it and get back into it. Then vehicle. Now we gotta start paying attention here to what's what, because remember, some of the keys that we bound to certain things work different over here. So the control key, which we use for sprint in the common or on foot area, here makes you crawl. Well, I'm going to get my shift button, which is my crouch. I mean, I don't know about you, but any game I want to move slow in, I usually just hit crouch. So change that one. Toggle chase camera. Again, it's for pussies. Sorry. Actually, I'm not. Reload. Switch weapon. So here we go again. F. No, I'm using that to talk. V. Okay. Switch seat. Don't need any button for that. Throttle, brake, turn right, turn left. I don't really see any reason to change any of those. So let's go to plane. The best one. This, I spent 4 hours on a Saturday about a year and a half, 2 years ago, figuring out how in the hell am I going to fly. I've been playing this forever. I always suck at flying. I always eschewed aviation. Finally sat down one day and said, fuck it. Alright, how does this happen? So we have free look finally. In the alpha they didn't have free look. Free look, usually I just, you hold down the right mouse button and you can look around. Because I would have saved my ass. Keyboard. Space. Clear that bitch out. Reload R. Switch weapon F. Nope. Switch weapon V. Alright, video. Where is... Okay. Inversion. Let's get back to what we were talking about earlier with inverting your flight. I kind of get this stuff mixed up, and it isn't until I crash really hard that I go, oh yeah, I meant to do that one, not this one. So pitch up should mean your nose, when you push a button, goes up. I've discovered pitch up. Spacebar. If you want your nose to go up, you hold down space. Now, it could be reversed. It might be pitch down, but it's not inverted flight. So that should be it. That is the key. With that, it changed my flying. Flat out turned me. I'm not great. I'm definitely better than what I was. Toggle chase camera once again. Now, I'm going to hit C. I'm going to leave that. I just want to see if it's going to conflict with anything else. Fire, left mouse button, reload, switch weapon, Victor. I think. Now I do chase camera, hardcore, flying. Oh my god, you have to use free look. Pussy mode, chase camera. Everybody uses it because, you know, pussies. Menu, escape. We're looking good here. I think spectator stuff I never mess around with. Melee attack. There is no melee attack. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, buttons here. So you have common, which any keybind you have here goes across, you know, your three main ones. But then underneath each setting, you can start making your own custom. Like, okay, I have C here is toggle chase camera, but here it's melee attack, which is right here. I think we're good. I really think we're good. Audio video key bindings. That's it. That was about a half hour of setup for Battlefield 1. I'll save this video and I'm going to start playing here in a moment or two. So if you watch this, thanks a lot. If you have any questions, shoot me a comment or a message and I'll get back to you. Or if you have any tips, because I don't know everything. Thank you for your support.